Hello, happy Valentine's Day. A Rosie math teacher coming at you from my second period grade 7 math class, where today we are beginning lesson 6-5. Use multiplication and division inequalities to solve what kind of problems? Real world problems. Sometimes our math book has real world problems. Sometimes it's like, you're right. But today, let's see. Hermé earns $6 an hour for babysitting. Please circle that, class. $6 an hour for babysitting. Now, I want you to write a word by that phrase, $6 an hour. I want you to decide for yourself, without me telling you first, is this an amount that gets repeated, or is it an amount that is happening one time only? So in other words, if you think Hermé will get paid $6 the first hour, then $6 more the second hour, then $6 more the third hour, you're going to write the word repeated. If you think Hermé is just going to earn $6 for however long she babysits, then you're going to write one time. All right, write your word now. And then look up to see if your word matches mine. Wave at me if your word matches mine. Yes, wouldn't you hope to get paid a certain number of dollars for each hour you babysit? Yes. Now, he wants to earn at least $168 for a new video game system. Determine the number of hours he must babysit to earn enough money for the video game system. Then, interpret the solution. All right, guys, if we were to create a number story, how would our number story begin? It would begin with the number, pick a number, 6. Excellent. And if we want H to represent hours, what would go beside the 6? H. And leave room for an inequality symbol, but don't write it yet. What is the end of this number story? 168. You are absolutely correct. Now ask yourself, if Hermé wants to earn at least $168 for a new video game system, now if you were trying to earn at least $168, ask yourself this. Would you be okay with exactly $168? Yes or no? Would you be okay with that? Yes. So put the equal part. Would you be okay with earning a total that is less than 168? No, you would not. Would you be okay with earning more than $168? Yes. So what symbol shall I put above the equal part? The greater than. Do you remember the alligator mouth is open as you're heading from left to right when you want it to say greater than? All right, then we need to determine the number of hours that he needs to babysit to make his video game system dreams come true. So we need to solve this inequality. Now I want you first to ask yourself, will I need to flip the sign? I want you guys to look at the inequality behind me and let me know on the count of 3, yes or no, will you need to flip the sign? 1, 2, 3.
No.
If you said no, wave at me. You are correct. Congratulations. Why? Because even though we will be dividing by 6 in a moment, are we dividing by a negative influence in our lives? No. It's only when you multiply or divide by a negative integer that you will then flip the sign. But if you multiply or divide by a positive integer, you do what with the sign? Keep it exactly as it is. So guys, let's go ahead and start by keeping the sign exactly as it is. Copy greater than or equal to. Now let's solve it. If I see that on the busy side, H is being what by 6, class? Multiply. What is the inverse operation of multiply by 6? Divide by what, please? 6. Where else shall I also write divide by 6? Someone on this side, tell me. Where else will I write it? Go. On the other side. Underneath what amount? Underneath 168. And I'm going to make myself room for solving that. I should have put that down there. Okay, and divide by 6. On the left, tell me in this section, because I don't call names on video, this section, anybody in this section, tell me what is the only thing I will write on the left side? H. I appreciate that. Wave at me if you said H. Great job. Thank you. And then what will I enter? You won't right now. We'll do this one together with me. But what would you enter, anyone in this section, what would you enter in your online calculator? Excellent. 168 divided by 6. Wave at me in this section if you did indeed say that. Excellent job. You're following along great. The amount would be 28. So what will I write after the inequality symbol? 28. Now, how would I plot this on a number line? If I had 0 here and I had 28 here, would I use a closed point or would I use an open point? Closed. I would use a closed point. And how did you know I would use a closed point? Because it includes the equal part. So we want it to potentially include the amount of 28. Can it also include amounts that go this way? Let's see. Look at your variable h. Which part of the alligator mouth is your variable h closer to? Look at those sharp teeth. Is your variable h closer to the greater side of the gator mouth or the lesser side of the gator mouth? Class? The greater side. So give yourself this little note at the top of your page, please and thank you. Give yourself a greater than symbol would mean that you are heading greater means go, I don't know why it flipped on me right there. Go what direction? Right. Now, you know what? Scribble out that sign. I only want you to think about the word greater. If the variable is on the greater side of the inequality symbol, you're going to head right. Sometimes the variable is happening on the right side of a less than symbol, but it's closer to the greater side of the mouth. Do you get what I'm saying? So you've always got to look where the x is located, or the variable. In this case, it's on the greater side of the alligator mouth, and greater means what? Go right. What would you do if it were on the lesser side of the mouth? Lesser means go what, class? Left. So please write yourself those two notes. Greater means go right. Lesser means go what? Left. Now let's interpret the solution. And what do they mean by interpret the solution? The number of hours it would take Hermé to earn enough money babysitting would be how many hours? 28 hours or what then 28 hours? Or more than. At this time, you may go ahead and begin your online homework.